Here.
So by now, as the week has gone along, I hope you're having a chance to get a sense of what the community is like here in Dunlap and across the Sequatchie Valley. Probably what you're noticing is all of the new people coming in to this beautiful, beautiful spot on the map. So we have come in to one of the hubs of the community this morning, and that's Citizens Tri-County Bank, talking with John Barker, the president and CEO. Good to see you.
Good morning, Ms. Julie.
It must be happy for you to get to watch those doors open on a regular basis, people coming into the bank and seeing the old familiar faces, but the new ones as well. This is a hopping area.
It is exciting, and it's always been exciting to me, even before the boom of the era, is helping people, like build a home or watch them come or start a business or just buy a car.
Yeah.
That's always been exciting, and just come in and visit. And that's what we try to do at our office. We try to make it like the old barbershops or the gas stations where people just come and kind of hang out. That's
what people are looking for. I mean, you can say those words, but you truly do feel it when you come in the bank. When we came in this morning, coming in from Chattanooga, and we opened the doors, and one of our coworkers said, "Isn't this a beautiful place?" And then we've come upstairs now, we're in your conference room, and there's a hominess, John, everywhere you turn in here, because you want people to feel relaxed with their banking.
Absolutely. And one of the things we do to try to make everybody feel at home is obviously the people is the most important thing. But a simple thing we do, have people ask me, say, why don't you have a Keurig instead of a coffee pot? You know, with a Keurig, you just don't get that smell in the lobby of coffee. And that makes you feel like home when you smell coffee.
Okay, you and I can be good friends. That's a great answer. I mentioned how the community is changing. Before we got on the air, we've been having a good time swapping some stories. You are a Dunlap native.
Seventh generation.
Seventh generation.
Yes, ma'am.
So how old is the bank? Y'all have had kind of a milestone recently.
We did. We celebrated 50 years last year, so we're working on our 51st year right now. In October, it'll be 51 years.
Okay, so here you are, seventh generation, with a smile on your face, happy to see new people coming in. But there's got to be something that continues to make people want to stay here and move here. It can't just be the beauty of the place.
I think it's the people. I think people make everything. You know, everybody's been here for 2 hours, 7 generations, whatever they've been here. I think we have a good vibe to the area. I think our local leaders have done a good job of getting people here and sustaining growth and doing it in the right way.
So the bank, I mentioned, you're kind of the epicenter. And for some people watching today, if they're younger especially, they might not fully understand what I mean by that, because there are all these different ways to do your banking. But the tried and true, the coffee pot's on, come in and visit us, is never going to go out of style.
Well, that's not for everybody, but it's never going out of style. I say this to our staff all the time. You know, our generation, 20 years ago, we thought we were very technical. Now we don't feel as technical as we did 20 years ago. So the generation today is not going to feel as technical 20 years from now.
Right.
Is the generation that's 20 years younger than them.
Right.
So there's always that vibe for hometown.
And I guess the reason I brought that point up is that you have managed to also grow here at the bank. So you can reach people with their banking needs as they want them, right? They can come in, or they can, access you in other ways. But when the time comes that they do need to come through that door and say, hey, this is who I am, you want to already know them.
We want to know them. We try very, very hard to get to know all of our customers and their needs and just about their family, because I think that makes us different than the very large institutions.
You told me that once upon a time boundaries mattered here. You were either from this part of town or that part of town. That's gone. You see people coming in to bank with you from all across the valley and places beyond.
Absolutely. When it used to, we would fight for industry in certain counties and all that. Now they've done a very good job of not trying to get it to a certain county, just get it to the valley, because people will travel. It'll make us all better.
So as we've been kind of highlighting, one of the stories that I think people will hear tomorrow maybe is about the Cookie Jar Cafe. We had talked with them actually on a Wednesday, and then sadly the fire happened the following Sunday, so we kind of sat on it for a while until she found her plans of what to do. Happily they'll be able to reopen.
I'm very happy about that.
But the news story around that was how the community came together to support them in whatever way they needed. That happens all the time in your walls.
It does, because we believe to take care of each other. because if we can't help somebody, what good are we? You know, you got to take care of somebody. It makes you feel good to take care of somebody that's not expecting it.
Okay, on the taking care of side, before I let us run, we talked a little bit of national news because everything is relevant, and the concerns that some people have had recently with watching banking collapses out in California and other places. You wanted to remind people that they're very secure here.
They are very secure. I would tell everybody that's watching and listening and tell you that it's very important to make sure that your money is insured, because nobody thinks their bank's going to fail, and none of us do. But we all have homeowners insurance because we don't think we're going to have anything happen to our home. But if you can get it insured, and it's up to $500,000 if it's structured right, and can be more. But just ask your local banker to help you get it insured, and that's what needs to happen.
So before I run and say goodbye to you, I have my most important question. When you have your coffee, do you take it black or with cream?
I'm a cream guy.
Me too. Let's go have a cup. Okay, John Barker, thank you so very much for welcoming us in this morning.
Thank you for coming. You're welcome anytime.
You know how beautiful it is up here. It's not just the scenery, which you'll stop and take in when you come into the Dunlap area, but it is the people, as John said, and they would love for you to be one of the people who they are helping here at Citizens Tri-County Bank. Thanks.
Thank you very much for coming.
Mermaid makes and sells the best mattresses in the world.
But really, we just service Chattanooga area.
Well, Chattanooga's part of the world, ain't it?
During our Labor Day sales event, compare our Mermaid mattresses to the best in the world. And we'll give you a free pillow just for coming in to try our mattresses. Only at Mermaid Mattress.
It's Hamrick's Spectacular Labor Day Sale. Air fryers, stand mixers, and slow cookers only $22. Men's and ladies' Famous Maker denim $8.49. Miss Elaine sleepwear 60% off. Fleece throws 5 for $10. Select pet toys